Today marking 1 year since an EF3 tornado blew through Salado, injuring close to 24 and destroying homes and buildings.
Meteorologist Josh Johns went back to the area to check on the rebuilding progress.
Bluebonnets have bloomed in southern Bell County. For some, it brings joy seeing the familiar flowers. For others, it's a reminder of the tragedy that occurred here just 1 year ago.
It's hard. First time talking about it just kind of makes you cry again, you know.
And I could hear sirens coming from every direction. I knew then that something bad was wrong.
Now, that's a tornado, folks.
No doubt.
Just inside the county line, and it's going to continue to work its way right here along FM 2843.
I began to realize that as y'all broadcasted that it was on the ground in Williamson County and headed our way.
That is an ominous sign. This is something we don't want to see. You need to take your storm precautions now.
Donnie Jackson is the pastor at the First Cedar Valley Baptist Church.
Then on one of the shots that y'all had Cedar Valley Baptist Church right in the path. We could not see it, but we could sure hear it. It had destroyed Victory Baptist and had destroyed homes up and down this. Of course, we found out wasn't long after that it was totally gone too.
The tornado continued down Farm Road 2843, approaching a group of homes off of Buttermilk Lane. This is where the National Weather Service says the highest winds in the tornado occurred, topping out at 165 miles per hour. That ranks as a high-end EF3 on the enhanced Fujita scale. When we came here the day after, there was debris covering the area. Now that that's been cleared, you can see a slab where a home once stood, a mailbox that once served those residents, and further down Buttermilk Lane, that's where we find Misty Slack. She was taking cover in her home with her family when the tornado bared down.
We took shelter in my master bedroom closet. I know my husband, he grabbed our son and just wrapped like a bear hug around him, and I laid on top of them and we just held on tight, and you could feel the house picking us up and shaking and moving.
Every home in this subdivision sustained damage, but miraculously, no one was killed. The next day, Central Texans poured into the area to help clean up.
We had lots of people, you know, out here to help us that day, and a lot of people to help us get through that day, and they're still helping us.
Following the tornado, not everyone stayed, but those that did know it's a hard road ahead.
It's different. It's still home, but it's like an eerie feeling. It doesn't feel the same. It's a long process, very long process, and it's going to take time to get it back to the way it was. If it will ever get that way, we don't know.
Misty and her family are always watching for if the clouds get dark again.
If we're not able to leave, we will seek shelter and pray and hold on to what we have like we did last time. It got us through the last time, and as long as we have each other, I think we could weather any storm.
Recently, a severe storm moved through the area, bringing back memories of that fateful day.
Here we go again. You could hear it hitting the house and stuff. He panicked. And that after the storm was over, he said, you know what, we're rocking in the house.
But out of one family's tragedy blooms a new interest in the conditions that caused it. Misty's son Adrian has taken an interest in the conditions that bring our springtime storms. For others, like those at the Cedar Valley Baptist Church, it's an opportunity to share their faith and the hope for a good future.
We added 15 people to our church roll, and we're still growing as we moved into the new building.
The folks at Cedar Valley dedicate their new building April 1st, and greeting the folks as they walked in are the reminders of what withstood the tornado and a faith just as strong.
That cross was still there, untouched. We had a plate on a stand that had a scripture on it, and they were untouched.
God be with us as we walk each mile. Our life has a purpose, and it is all worthwhile.
Powerful stuff there from Josh.
It's amazing how resilient people are.
Right.
When you get there, the emotions of right after it
Sure.
happens is pretty amazing. But then just, hey, we're going to rebuild, we're going to go on, and we're going to do, and they're moving forward there.
Yeah, they are.
And you can see that. It's pretty amazing stuff.